And good morning. And we start today's session with a new topic and continue reading this interesting book called as Tips for Happy Living. Now, in this book, we have reached to the point where we are going to today go deep into the concept and the topic of empowerment. So, human potentials are infinite, which we have just understood in the previous chapter. But human efforts, however great or finite, are finite, sorry. Even the most prolific writers manifest but a little of the immeasurable treasure of knowledge within them. Every machine, instrument, or vehicle, whether man made or God made, has its own limitations of form, function, and material. It undergoes wear and tear, breaks down, it needs repairing. The human body, mind, intellect, and external resources available to man, that is, time, place, and circumstances, all of these condition human efforts. The elderly is in frustration says, "My mind is young, but body is old and does not cooperate." The young get swayed by the moods of their minds and the temptations of the body. Financial constraints, political environment, climatic conditions, or social norms all influence human efforts and achievements. Even our maximum efforts are at times not enough to bring results. So, I may be finite, but I can always enhance my capabilities with external help. So, these are the restrictions which we face. How much we are at a certain age or maybe phase in life, there are certain restrictions which or the challenges which we come across. Now, how to deal with that? My computer may be slow and have limited capacity, but I can always upgrade it, increase its storage capacity, add on accessories, and improve its overall performance. So, every instrument, every gadget, and every man made tool or technological gadget also has its own restrictions. It has its own limitations. But you can then also overcome that challenge by upgrading it. So, my idea can be backed up by the venture capitalists, programs managed by event managers, energy boosted by vitamin supplements and energy drinks. My spirit kept high by motivational gurus, and the country can forge military and economic alliances. So, these, of course, work to argument, supplement, support, increase, enrich, and enhance our capacities and efforts. So basically, it wants to say that in whichever circumstance you are, if you feel that you are not working at the optimum level of that capacity, you can definitely upgrade yourself. Like we keep on saying, that your software is not upgraded. That's why you're operating from the old perspective. So that change and that shift is what we are talking about. We do become more effective and successful when we opt for these changes. Yet all of it has its limitations. How much and for how long can another help? So limitations will be there, whether it is in tangible things or in the tools and gadgets or it is with you. There will be limitations, there will be challenges. But are you going to succumb to it and just take it exactly like that? It's a limitation, I can't go beyond. Or you want to do something like, for example, energy drinks give us only a temporary boost. The bank that I bank on can go bankrupt. External factors themselves are limited, and thus their help too is limited. So whatever we depend on, that is also, it has its own limitation. Overall, the idea of the whole thing is to say that if you feel that you are blocked by these limitations, you have the capacity to upgrade yourself. You have the capacity to find a solution. Because as we keep on discussing, choice is always in your hands. So, One who is himself dependent cannot be totally, uh, the one who is himself dependent cannot be totally depended upon. Help from one who in turn seeks another's help may sometimes leave us helpless. But if we open door and seek help of one who is independent, support of all, infinite in strength, knowledge, wealth, and virtues, we will be ever supported. So here is coming the point that whom you should go for that upgradation. Someone who is already dependent will not be able to give you that support, but someone who is already in a state to help you out, or maybe in a higher level or a higher space than you, then that person can be of support. So if I plug on to a very source of all inspiration, light and nourishment, and I will always be inspired, enlightened, and nourished. I will gain infinite strength eternally. The roadside beggar was pleading, if you give me 1 paisa, the Lord will give you 10 lakhs. The passerby remarked, then why don't you give 1 paisa to someone else or ask directly? Instead of focusing on our limited efforts and possessions, we should focus on infinite potential and infinite grace and strength of the Lord. So that's what again it comes back to, that we do have that unlimited potential. But what do? We again succumb to the situation. We again feel that we are not upgraded and at that level. So we keep on struggling in our life. So that's how we keep on just surviving at the surface level. So we need to move a step higher. Even if you know that the position for you is not helping you to go, it depends on you how you change that situation. So depend on the dependable. When one is added to one, it becomes two. But when one is put next to one, it becomes 11. My efforts get multiplied a millionfold when they are supported by the one who knows how to handle it. But once we surrender to the universe, he could fly over the ocean, face many obstacles and challenge even the mighty 10 headed. So that is one example which they have picked up, that mighty 10 headed, by that they mean Ravana. Okay. So here comes the higher presence. The higher presence is the Lord is truth, auspiciousness, and beauty. Its peace, auspiciousness on and non-dwell is its existence, consciousness, and bliss. So when you start surrendering, when you start upgrading and believing in that uh, uh, believing in that journey of yours, you will receive all these things. Unlike poles attract, this is a small portion which I will read and end today's reading segment. Unlike poles attract, the good people and good undertakings seem to attract obstacles and difficulties. It appears that noble endeavors have to face many more ignoble forces. It is therefore said, great goals have many impediments. Troubles seem to follow the great, but do they overtake them? How do they respond to them? People respond differently to obstacles. Many do not even start any great work out of fear of obstacles. Some start but quit when the obstacles come. And a rare few, no matter what the difficulty is, just keep moving. So that is the testing time. So there are different ways of operating in the space of obstacles. People in sometimes they even fear to start. Some people start, but they quit when they face difficult situations. And some people just continue. And those, that last category is of the rarest of the lot. So they alone are successful. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Even when everyone else leaves them Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. That is the thought or the quote they have marked here, that it is more important that at the moments of challenges, giving up dejection, depression, and so on, and strengthening fortitude and self confidence, one should keep marching ahead on the path of success. So basically, again, this is little deeper discussion today, that challenges will come, situations will be difficult. We might feel defeated at different points in time, but we have this choice to upgrade ourselves, like we do with our gadgets and the latest technology we adopt. In the same manner, if we just succumb to the situation, then we will not be able to go further. But if we try to just handle it in a better way, understand the process, believe in this, and surrender, is how you are going to move ahead and face your challenges. So, on that note, I end today's reading segment. We move forward to the next segment and take the journey ahead of reading tomorrow by identifying the great ways and how you can succeed when you face many problems. So, the solution part we will discuss tomorrow, because right now the major portion was all about how you face challenges and you need to deal with it. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. So, as we are reading about how this empowerment helps, because ultimately, whenever the situations will get difficult, we'll have to work on our own potential. We'll have to keep going or keep working and get her into our better versions. So, today's guided visualization is based on this concept of personal empowerment. So, this empowerment will help us in these kind of situations. So we start our visualization, start sitting in comfortable position with your spine straight and eyes closed, and start taking deep breath in and out. Your focus is on natural rhythm of your breathing. Deep breath in, hold for a moment, and slowly exhale. One more time. Deep breath in, hold for a moment, and slowly exhale. Now imagine a powerful light above your head. It is bright, radiant, white, golden light. This light is entering slowly through the top of your head, feeling your entire body. And as it flows down, it activates your strength, your courage, your confidence. Feel it in your chest, a strong, steady power awakening. And now See yourself in a challenging situation, but this time you are calm, confident, grounded. Just notice how you respond differently with clarity, with strength, with self belief. Feel that power fully and say to yourself, I trust myself completely. I am powerful beyond limits, and I rise above every challenge. And see yourself walking forward, strong, unstoppable. And you have that empowered energy inside you. And now you will be carrying it with you throughout your day today. Slowly wiggle your toes and fingers, rub your palms, and put on your eyes and face, and slowly open your eyes. So now with this change in our energy, we'll move on to our next segment.
Yes, so today is the day for us to write gratitude. So we all will be ready with our journals. And as we have been talking about how it is important to overcome the challenging situation, the best way is to upgrade ourselves. That means to empower ourselves with all the possible changes around and how we can make that shift. So now this shift is not very easy because as we read also that there are three ways or there are three types of situations which people face, or maybe this is how they handle. One who fear to start, one who start but stop when they face a challenge. And the third category, the rarest of the lot, are the ones who overcome the challenging situation and continue without any break. First of all, identify where you are in these three categories and then identify your personal power. That means identify how your personality has shaped you so far to lead and upgrade yourself, or to lead a better life, I should say, and upgrade yourself. So, in today's gratitude segment, I want you to focus on how can I express gratitude to myself today for the person I am. Whether you have uplifted yourself, whether you are still in this process, whether you want to start this journey, wherever you are, right now, currently at this moment, whatever is your space, how would you like to pay gratitude to your personal self? See, again, this is something why it is important because we do think of many multiple things besides this, but we always we feel gratitude for surrounding, for people, for situation, for things around us, but we never think of how it has shaped me as an individual. So my personal gratitude towards me is what we are going to focus on. So currently, how would you like to pay gratitude to yourself? And in this situation, if you feel that there is some kind of future pacing you can involve, that how you can involve your, that you would improve and upgrade, and you are grateful for that thought also. That is also something which you can add in this. So this will give you a big boost. Like I said, empowerment is not something which can start in just a fraction of seconds. It comes with the shift of thought. That mindset needs to be shifted. And it will only be possible when we start working on it. For example, okay, for example, like suppose right now, I am working every day. If you all are joining here, this is a big signal that you are working on yourself. So you are already in the path of your growth. So if you see that earlier, Varsha, as you normally mentioned, that I used to lose my temper a lot, but now I'm calm and composed. So I'm grateful for my new approach, and I look forward to see changes in my life in the same space, that I am able to handle situations in the best possible way, which I had never even dreamt of. So be grateful to yourself in the current scenario, because you worked on yourself. So currently you are in this space. And if you feel that you are still working and you need to still upgrade and move ahead, keep that also in mind and pay gratitude accordingly. So that's how you're going to write for your gratitude segment. So let's take now these 5, 7 minutes. So, Akshay, where you have written everything in my life, if you can just specifically mention few things which you feel really grateful for. See, whenever we are paying gratitude, whenever we are writing affirmations, the more specific we are, we get the better results. Everything is very generic term, but be little specific in that everything. Even if you point out two things, but be specific, then your mind is clear that these are the three, four, five, two things which I'm really grateful for. So don't just write generic words while you are framing affirmations. Yes, as much as you can, as much as you can think of. So I'm sure with this gratitude today, you would have discovered something deep within, something you might have not really thought of, but yes, it might have given you a big realization that this is how I'm progressing. So this would give you a hint that where you stand, how far you need to go, and what is the next step you need to take so that you can upgrade yourself and feel empowered forever. Now, this is not a process which you learn today and you just are satisfied and done with it. It keeps on moving. If you upgrade to your next version, the better one and the better one and the better one is still waiting for you to keep that upgradation on. So on that note, we end today's session. We meet tomorrow again, read deeper and understand how we can move ahead in this path without any uh, stoppage, without any hurdle, and continue exploring our new versions. Thank you so much. We meet tomorrow again, same